Wow, it's been a minute.
It has been a whole ass minute.
Yeah. So, what have we been doing with ourselves?
I mean, you go first. I don't know. What have
I
you been doing?
mean, school was happening, final year, and all these things, the stresses that come along with it, the big major project and all of that. That's mostly it. Yeah.
And the video ends here. So for me, I had a whole child since our last video, and yeah, that's basically my big thing. I would have finished school at the end of the last video that we would have put up, and added to my family. Yeah, that's about it for me as well. And of course, we can't forget the big elephants in the room, of which was 2020, and still in 2021,
Yeah.
the coronavirus.
That's still going on. Yeah.
Alright, so Shanik, how has that affected you? Has it affected you? Has it affected your family? You know, what has it been like for you?
I mean, for the most part, the whole thing of just being locked in your house, not being able to go anywhere, I would say it has affected. My phone ring. I wouldn't say it has affected my family much. Only like my brother and my nephew, like, because they have school and all, they can't go to school physically. They're going online. So but that's the only way it has affected us. But like in terms of jobs and so on, nobody has lost their jobs. Everybody is still going to work and all of that. So for the most part, I'd say we're managing.
Yeah. So
On your side?
on my side, you know, my husband was affected by COVID-19. Well, my family immediate, you know, was affected. I couldn't see my children. I've been near my children for a couple of days, and that was for a couple of weeks actually, and that was one of the hardest things I had to do. And then of course, being in the same house with my husband, I really cannot interact with him much. Was a new dimension for us, and then, you know, my brother-in-law, and so just seeing it outside of my family as well, it was, you know, sort of my house, you know, and how that was handled. In terms of jobs, our jobs weren't affected by COVID-19, praise God, you know, and despite what it is and the symptoms that came with COVID-19, as much as they were bad, they weren't as bad as what other persons have gone through. So again, Jesus was out here looking out for us, and so I have much to be grateful for, and I feel like everybody, you know, who has made it thus far, I have a lot to be thankful for, and so, you know, just giving God all the praise and the glory for it. Outside of watching people as well, just talking about them having a party and people going to parties and stuff there. I'm on the percentage of people saying like, let us do all that we can do to starve this virus rather than, you know, trying to be out here living still, you know, in the way that we always do. But I feel like, you know, we're, as Jamaicans, we tend to just, you know, I don't know, nothing really hold us down for long.
And we don't take anything serious.
Yeah, and you know, and that is a good and a bad thing. That's a double-edged sword, because, you know, it speaks to our resilientness. Like, you know, we don't not really matter where we want to make nothing hold us down for a little while, not too long. You know, might be a little while, but not too long, and we don't take ourselves seriously. So we'll always laugh at our pain and all that. But you know, of course, there's a flip side to that where
When things are serious, you know, it feels like somebody just throwing salt in your wounds.
oh my God, you know, the levels of carelessness. You know, and but you know, just watching the things unfold, and persons that I have known or person that I know being affected and all these things. It's not easy to watch, you know what I mean, and it's not easy to just be sitting and worrying, if you're not affected now, if you're going to be affected shortly, and then of course you're working in a space, and then if you say your co-workers have it, and you're like, Lord of mercy, did I socialize with them?
And you be touch and all sorts of paranoia starts to hit you.
Oh my God! So it's like you are like a tight ball of nerves. I've always been a homebody, so
I've also been a homebody, but like with a choice.
Yeah.
These days you don't have a choice. Like you're being forced to stay home, especially when we have holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Normally that's when a lot of people would go out.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
now you don't even have that choice.
You don't. And my daughter would come to me this morning and like, Mommy, I need friends. So and I was like, 5. And I'm like, okay, I know, Mama. Yeah, well, I know. Like, I miss my friends, Mommy. I miss my friends. And then she's 5, so you're like, what do you say to? So I for me, like, the person I feel sorry for the most is her and children like her, and children in general, because at the end of the day you can say we're going to go outside and we're going to play, but they are such social beings, and they really want to socialize with others, their peers. So I said to her, so play with Lolo, like, that's my older daughter. She's like, Mommy, Lolo can't do anything yet. I can't.
She has a point. She's gonna want to run around and all sorts of things, and she's just a baby still. So.
She's still a baby. So I'm like, Mommy, she can't really. I want to play with my dollies with Lola, but Lola can't play with her. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's interesting. I mean, you laugh at her pain because she's making valid arguments, but a little part of me dies inside, because it's not like we are around a lot of kids and everybody is taking precautions with their children, and I am taking precaution with my children. So at the end of the day, I'm not like, okay, can we have a play date, please? Because so it's a new space, it's a new paradigm, a new hope. So I just try to play with her more, but I know I'm not her cup of tea every time, because they want to play with people of their peers. So I feel so sad for children, I'm telling you. So if you have a child out there, play with them, please.
Another, I guess, elephant in the room. We've been gone for.
Oh, so you see how we just escaped. Yeah, we have been gone for a hot minute.
Yes.
Mostly because I feel like when we wanted to come back, COVID came into play.
And then a lot of the things that we wanted to do, we couldn't do because it involved a lot of socializing.
Yes.
So.
A lot of going out there and trying to get the information and all of these wonderful things.
Right.
So that's one of the real reasons. And I don't know about you, Shani, but during this pandemic, for a whole year, I don't think I've taken up a book to read.
I did it. But I did not finish the book. I started reading The Lion Game. I was trying to figure out, like, for the life of me, what is the lie? I got to the part where I figured out, okay, there's a dead body somewhere.
Okay.
But who is dead and who killed the person? It seemed like it's one of the main characters, but I'm not sure yet. I am going to finish the book. But remember that TikTok I shared with the guy who was having trouble reading, and he realized that, oh yeah, I think it's called vocalizing, like whatever, I don't remember what it's called. But I have that problem. So you're reading the words, but you're saying them in your head, and it's going extremely slow, and it just is tiring.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what's been happening.
I don't know. I feel, let me tell you what has been my problem. And maybe I'm more affected by this whole lockdown than I thought, even though I'm my own body. It just felt depressing to read. Like, it's one thing to be like lockdown and all of these wonderful things, and or it's one thing to be home by choice, but when you are there because you can't really go outside, and then it just kind of give me cat lady vibes, like to take up like I'm serious, to take up a book and be like, okay, let me just read this book now. You know what I mean? Like
after a while, like, it's going to start getting to you, because like, okay, so this is the only thing I can do.
Exactly. Like I started reading Dreamology at one point, and then the characters were annoying me. And then I think I tried to go back to Dangerous Lies, and then that was I just couldn't. I don't know. The focus was just not there. I wasn't enjoying it. Either I was feeling too emotional or too something, but I just never could find that balance, and I pretty much gave up. I pretty much gave up, and then now I've shifted my focus in, just trying to get back. My body having had my baby and all of these things, and the whole drama that surrounded that experience. If you want to know more, go to my channel. I'm joking. But that whole experience was it was not fun. And that's a story for another time. But so now I'm just back to just try to be healthy, and so that's my focus now, and of course revamping our channel, and hopefully being able to go out more, and more businesses are opening up thanks to Bro God. Okay. We're gonna use it. Okay. So I'm just hoping, thanks to the Prime Minister and his cabinet and stuff, and what they're trying to do. And so I can only hope that as the days go by, the months and years, that there's just more of opening and more people taking precautions, and so we can really go out and do all the things that we dream to do, because Shanique out here wanting to, style up. Alright. Come out.
That's somebody ready.
Hey, listen, we are out here trying to be fit. Today I was saying to someone that, look here, I am on my winter body. My winter body is in full effect. Look here, winter 2022, you can't talk to me. I just want to tell somebody, like, I'm not plan for summer, because summer is like right around the corner. But winter, yeah.
Yes, and with that said, we have a whole heap of plans.
Yes.
I don't think we want to divulge anything as yet, but we are thinking of a lot of things that we want to do, including some friends here and there. So I'd say stick around to our channel.
And thank you for staying with us.
That too. And watch our social media. Like Kenisha is always over there. Hopefully she'll post something. But yeah, this is our whatchamacallit.
Our life update. What's going on?
Yeah, but I don't think that's not what I was going for.
Okay, go ahead.
This is our jump start.
Yes. I also want to say, even though we have made light of our experience with COVID has not been too bad, our hearts goes out to our subscribers who would have been severely affected by COVID-19. Our thoughts and prayers, are with you and your family. And we know that it's difficult to really cope, and there's a lot of anxiety, and there's a lot of depression, and there's just a lot of mental health issue during this time, and so we really don't want to make light of the severity of the situation. We are, however, saying that we are grateful and we are thankful that you are still here and that you are with us. So our hope is going forward is to really bring you some joy, from the page of the books, and in everything that we do as well. So
wonderfully said. And also I think we'll be changing up our formats, as Kenisha said, page of the books. How we review
Yeah.
the books. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something that we're also revisiting. So as I said, there's a lot of things coming
Yes.
and we're figuring it out and
Yes.
we hope you'll stick around while we figure out what we're figuring out and
Also, interact with us too.
Yes.
If you have any suggestion, if you want anything that you want to see, you know what we're all about. And so you just let us know down in the comment section. We'll certainly read it and we'll try to emulate it because, you know, a lot of the booktubers that we do see is from the Americas or other foreign lands. And
Right.
so the dynamic in Jamaica is a bit different. So if you want to see, you know, we try to recreate something that somebody do, but in Jamaican context, maybe.
right. There's I don't know what the book is called. I have a screenshot of it,
Mm.
but it's a Jamaican author. I think it's fantasy.
Mm.
Yeah, I was going to send it to you, but yeah, that's something for us to visit because
Okay.
it was becoming really popular.
Okay, and I'm about it. Okay, Webtoon, look here, my app.
Speaking of game, that's something else. But yeah, like manga and all of that, things that can be read,
Yes.
we will be doing it and critiquing it.
Yes, so if you have a book that you really want us to read, let us know. We will read it and we will give you our honest to God reactions. Okay? So as long as we can get this one to finish the books.
In my mind, it's my mind, it's not my fault. Okay?
So, but we'll really try our best, and as we say, we really want to curate something that our viewers can appreciate, and we want you along for the journey. So let us know your thoughts.
Well, yeah, I think that's it.
Yes. So, did we even say our name? So we, you know.
No. Hi, I'm Shen, and this is Ken, and welcome to the Plot Seekers.
No, you know what I was getting like. So, you know, when you do the news report, and it's like, I am Barbara Starr, like whatever, and it's and we are the Plot Seekers. You know, like in a very newsy way. I just had this thing going on in my head.
I didn't even remember anything about that. It's going to be on the screen somewhere.
Keep listening. Bye guys, have a wonderful week, and again follow us on social media at The Plot Seeker. Well, everywhere. Well,
Instagram.
And we also have a Facebook page, or we don't? Do we?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. So follow us on Instagram at The Plot Seekers, and you know, let us know your thoughts. Bye.